Are the Eagles in trouble?
It's a good question, Brit. I'm not going to go as far as to say they're in trouble, right? I mean, look, they're still a favorite to win the NFC East. I mean, they're still, no matter how people
Mhm.
rank them, one of the best three teams in the NFC. So I think there's tons of teams in the National Football League that would trade
Mm,
places with the Eagles in a heartbeat. So I'm not going to go as far as to say they're in trouble, but I do think there's some things that may be a little bit concerning, right? I feel like offensively, they just have, to me, all year have seemed to be a little bit out of sync. And
mhm.
I've been waiting and waiting to kind of see them kind of hit their stride, and to me, that just hasn't happened yet. And then on the other side of the ball, on the defensive side, where you thought this was a place where they could hang their hat, right? I mean, we know they got outstanding players all over that defense, but to
Right.
see teams run the ball on them the way that they have lately,
Mm.
to me, that may be even more concerning than some of the issues that they're having on offense. So I'm not going to say they're in trouble, Britt, but I'm going to say they got to tighten some things up and get some things fixed before they're ready to make a long playoff run.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about this team. I've been gone for a while, and maybe I should have texted in or whatever. I wanted to wait till I come back. It was the game after the Jets game where they won, but it didn't feel right. I was
Yeah.
like, this team just doesn't feel right. Something is not clicking. It looks to me, Jalen Hurts looks like he's forcing. I look back on some of the plays, and it just seems like they want to force the ball down the field. I don't know if this is a Jalen Hurts thing that's doing this, if this is a coaching thing. I understand he's still a young quarterback, but you just got paid a lot of money, and there's high expectation that comes along with that contract, and he needs to understand that. You're still a talented quarterback. You still have a great record. Don't get me wrong. He still will drop a dot on you in a minute, but all these turnovers, just forcing the ball downfield, there's something that's not clicking. The offensive line doesn't look the same. So it's just all in all, this year it just doesn't look like it's clicking. Now, I can't knock them too much because they are 10-3.
Yeah.
Like they are 10-3. Whether you want to say it was luck, whatever you want to call it, the team is 10-3, and they did beat some decent teams during that run. Um, but the offense, they're just too talented to look to me this poor right now. Hopefully they'll get it together, but at this stage, December is when you want to be playing your best football. And it's like they're getting worse, like they're backtracking some way, somehow. Defensively, I've never had hope. I'm gonna be honest with you, Jay. I didn't have hope all year defense.
Wow.
not to be that tough Eagles fan. It's that linebacker position. I had to blame Howie Roseman and the organization because they did not want to invest the necessary resources to get quality linebackers and safeties. Now, granted, they're very young, and I understand that, but you do have two supposedly all pro corners. Darius Slay is having a somewhat decent year. James Bradbury, not so much. Um, the defensive line, I just feel like the defense is not being as aggressive. They're calling plays on the defense that's not really helping the young guys. And they just look confused. If you look at that last game, number 41, Anthony Morrow. Now, mind you, beginning of the season, he was supposed to be in the practice squad. Somebody got hurt. He had to go right into the starting position. He looked lost.
Yeah.
And that's 2 straight weeks. The linebacker position has been getting killed. And then because of that, safeties is looking a mess right now. Again, they still got time to try to correct something if they can. But my concern right now would be really trying to get this offense corrected because I just don't know what you could do with this defense. I'm not sure. And I really starting to think it's a philosophy thing because every coordinator that has ever come to this Eagles during the Super Bowl, after the Super Bowl, they have this let's play off type of philosophy, and it's just not working, and it's really hurting us right now. So I'm not sure. We're going to see what
Yeah.
happens.